State your name, age and the date for the record, please.
This isn't like a police thing, is it?
No, this is private, as explained in the phone call.
Right, yeah, sorry. Thomas Grice, 19, March the 4th.
You are in university, correct?
I study media. It's alright. I don't think I'm going to do anything with it afterwards. It's not as fun with tight deadlines and expectations. I like doing things for myself. It feels a bit soulless. And I'm rambling, aren't I?
Are you nervous?
You can tell. I'm usually quite a private person. I don't like dumping my problems onto other people or talking to that many other people. But I do have friends. It takes me a while to build that trust. I haven't always had the most healthy friendships.
Do you trust me?
Well, I have to. You guys might be the only ones who can help me.
Can you tell me about your relationship with Rebecca?
How do you know Rebecca?
You came to speak to us a few weeks ago. She mentioned you.
She did? What did she say? Is she okay?
What she talked about is confidential.
Right, yeah. No, sorry, of course.
How did you meet her?
Through our mutual friend, Alex. Alex and her have known each other for ages, like since way back before primary. I met Alex in sixth form. We went to the same college. They helped me a lot after. So Alex invited me to some party that Rebecca was going to, and I'd only heard of Rebecca through Alex, but this was the first time I met her in person. And we talked the whole night. She's really easy to talk to. I feel like I don't have to put up any walls. And since then we've messaged each other every day.
Are you two in a relationship?
We're not romantically together. We haven't been on any proper dates, but we've been to the cinema a couple of times, went for a walk. But we mostly see each other through our friends, like hanging out with Alex. But there's a connection. When I talk to her, it feels so freeing. I feel like I can say whatever's on my mind and she's not going to judge me for it. I always look forward to 6, because that's when she messages me and that's when she's out of work. It's a bit rough sometimes, the waiting, but I always know she's going to have something funny to say or like a meme to share. I've never shaped my day around a particular event, but I always feel like I have to be free at 6 so I can take in everything she wants to say, and then we'll talk until she goes to bed and I'll feel on top of the world. I feel lucky that she takes time out of her day for me to talk to me.
When did the voices start?
How did you
The phone call.
Oh, right. Of course. They started a couple months back. They were quiet at first, just 1 or 2 at a time.
How did you notice them?
Well, like I said, they were quiet. So when I heard them, I assumed it was people talking from far away or quiet music. No big deal. But then there were more, and Yeah, they got louder. It sounded like there was a group of people standing behind me, all talking at once. It got quite infuriating.
What did the voices say?
They only spoke clearly a few times, but most of it was just unintelligible whispers. And I tried to make sense of it, to understand, but I couldn't focus on them. It's like my brain just didn't want to listen.
Could only you hear them?
When they all spoke, others could. Distantly, though, how it was for me when it first started. But I held on to that. Because I'm not crazy because other people can hear them. It's just, for some reason, they're focused on me.
If the voices aren't in your head, where did they come from?
Well, I thought I was being haunted, like by ghosts. It's not that. They're in the walls. Like inside or behind. And when I'm closer, they're louder, but not any clearer. And it's like they're waiting for me. Like there's a thin barrier separating us.
Was it just in your room?
No, they followed. Always in the walls. And when they wanted to be heard, there was nothing you could do. Nothing to block out the sound. You just had to wait. And they usually stopped. Eventually they'd stop talking.
Did they ever tell you to do anything?
No. No. But no, I didn't want to. I didn't. Can we
Take as much time as you need.
I think I tried to kill someone.
Pardon?
Not kill, but hurt. Quite a bit.
Please explain.
So there's this guy at uni. He's an absolute dickhead. You know, nobody actually likes him. And he was making these comments about Rebecca. And the way he looked at her just made me... Anyway, so the voices have been non-stop recently. Almost throughout the night. Just whispers in the walls. Nothing drowning them out. And, you know, one night I decided to go on my phone. And I saw that Rebecca had posted this picture. And it was cute. You know, nothing too revealing. But this guy, this absolute dickhead, just starts making these comments about her. and what he wants to do to her, and I can't. I can't think about it. Then I noticed that the voices are louder. And they're not just gibberish, but actual words.
What did they say?
Do it. Get rid of him. He deserves it. Kill him. And so I listened. Long and hard, and the more I listened, the more angry I got at this piece of shit. Like, writing these things about her, and the voices were almost yelling at this point. And I said, okay. I said, okay, I'll do it. And I don't remember what happened then. I could feel my body was moving, but I wasn't really in control. Nor could I really see. Sounds were distant. It was all blurry. Like I was underwater. But then I did see something clearly. I saw a brick on the floor. Him. A wound to his head. And me. Me with blood on my hands. And then nothing. Sleep. I woke up feeling refreshed, and the room was silent. And I thought it was a bad dream until I saw the news. And it said, student attacked, major head wound. And the police haven't spoken to him yet. And what are they going to do? Like, what am I going to do? I don't even remember it, and I don't even remember if he saw me.
Did you hurt anyone else?
I hope not. Well, I don't think I did. And the voices were quiet until I got angry again. Alex was being bullied by some random guys online. Again, online, not actually having the balls to say it to their face. And the voices were back, but they weren't whispers. They were loud. They were loud right out the gate. And I considered it. I really did. And then I thought of that moment where the blood was on my hands, and I couldn't attack someone again. Maybe kill someone again. So I hid under my blanket like a child, waiting for the monsters to go away, and they didn't. And they just kept shouting the whole night. Voices in all four corners of the room. In the morning, they were quiet. They were subdued, but they were still there. And when I noticed that it got quieter, I left the room. You know, I just wanted to find somewhere without any walls. I eventually found the park, and I started searching for helplines, and I found this number. And I thought, what's more to lose? What have I left to lose? And yeah, you know the rest.
I've made some calls. He's hurt and in the hospital, but he will recover.
Thank God. Thank you. That's made me feel better. But it's still not good though. I still did something really bad. Should I not go to the police about it?
We will talk to the authorities. They won't question you.
Thanks. I've been really afraid recently. Jumping out at all the shadows. I tried to talk to Alex and Rebecca about it. I just feel like I'm going to hurt them. I'm afraid of putting them in danger.
You don't have to be afraid.
Well, that's the thing. I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I still feel trapped by the walls.
Do you still hear the voices?
They've been angry with me since I rejected them. And there's more voices now. And they're getting louder and louder these past couple of days. I tried to block them out. I tried to think of other things, focus on other things, you know, like happier thoughts. It's weird though, being here, talking about them.
What are the voices saying now?
Well, that is the weird thing. They're quiet. Well, ever since I started talking to you about them, they've just been getting quieter and quieter. It's not that simple though, no, it can't be.
Perhaps you should talk to Rebecca.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. I think she'll be able to help. Thanks.